Is that just affected on our end or that end too?
All right.
It just doesn't matter there.
Oh, it's like we already have some people here.
Well, I went on Facebook and I told them to use this link, even though we're a few minutes late. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You don't like my hair in a ponytail? You see my bald spots when I do that. Yeah, I'm losing my hair. Well, my mom told me actually I've always been very thin around here, but now that I'm turning gray and I have to color it, it makes it look like I'm going bald.
You're thin everywhere.
Well, thanks, honey. But yeah, I've been working around the house, so Alan doesn't care too much for the ponytail. My daughter doesn't either. When she was a baby, I'd put my hair in a ponytail. It was sort of like a party trick. She'd burst into tears.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She didn't like that.
I tell you, my kids didn't like when I shaved my beard. Remember that? They didn't like how that looked.
It's just for Mother's Day. Yeah. Are you doing that again for Mother's Day?
Maybe.
That's one of his gifts to his mother. So, yeah.
Hello, Mel.
I would put my hair up and she'd scream, and I'd take it down and she would not.
Sam I am. My man Sam. Abraham Flores, my favorite redheaded Pinot. Pinoy. Sorry. Pinot would be the wine I drink.
Alan's developed a taste for Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. I think because it's easy to drink. Tommy Jean.
Hey, Tommy Jean. Thank you for my necklace, Tommy Jean. Got home this evening. She sent me a golden apple.
Oh.
Why?
Because of the big apple.
The big apple. And I'm the apple of her eye.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
And we went to New York City together. Her first trip.
Hello, Michael. One of the big wrenches just came in. Waving the big heavy wrench. Hello, Hannah Herb. Love Hannah Herb. She hadn't been here a while.
Who?
Hannah Herb.
My vision's not great. I can't see far distances.
I can see far distances. When it gets close, I can't see.
I had a really good birthday. We're going to talk about my birthday on the podcast.
Are we ever? We're going to get into the gory details. Yes, we are.
It is what it is.
Oh, no.
All right, you ready to get started?
Oh, Hannah Herb.
We've got a lot to do.
Oh, we got
on the podcast and after the podcast. We got a lot to do.
People to do and things to see.
Something like that. You ready? I'm standing on my mic.
Well, Evans, hold on. I'm not in my position. How's that?
That's better. It still feels like it's pulling, but that's okay.
Here, hold on. I'll get it closer.
Ready?
No, we got to do sound check.
I was ready to sound check.
Oh, here, hold on.
Ready?
No, I am not. Ah. Okay, give me a little something.
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's me. It's the birthday girl, post-birthday girl.
Yes, you are correct, sir. Ophelia? Ophelia Rass. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Ophelia Rass.
I know a guy whose last name is Rast. That's kind of
Rast?
R-A-S-T. I could have been a Rast if I'd have played my cards right. Right, Tommy Jean?
Tommy Jean.
My vision is so blurry today.
Abraham, it's before we get started, it's Operation Once in a Lifetime. Search for him on Facebook. He's pretty active on Facebook. My friend Patrick, he's the CEO of that charity.
What are they asking about it?
He wanted to know what was the name of it.
They got a big. They always do a big charity fundraiser Memorial Day weekend. That's Saturday that we always go to. So you can learn about that. You ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
Is it rolling and it's good and everything's recording?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', the post-birthday edition. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, also known as the post-birthday girl. And here is my husband and co-host.
Hello, Alan.
Alan Evans. Thank you for my birthday, honey.
Boy, I hope you had a nice birthday,
I did.
I felt bad at times just because of the weather.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit. But did you have a nice birthday?
I did have had a wonderful
Are you
birthday.
Sure?
Except for the, like you said, the weather that kind of dampened some of our plans.
We rallied today.
We did.
We rallied today. We had a great time, I think.
And it wasn't a special birthday that ends with a 0 or anything like that. but it was still a good birthday.
We started off a little slow.
Yeah.
And we'll get into all that. We're going to go into your birthday in great detail.
Alan promised me this is going to be like almost too much podcast tonight.
What do you mean?
We got a lot to talk about.
We do. Well, we're going to talk about your birthday, I think. I think people would like to know maybe some of the gory details.
The embarrassing details?
Yes, absolutely. We're also
the fun ones.
Yes. We also didn't get to all our letters last week.
I know. We teased them, and then we ran out of time.
So A Sandwich and Some Lovin' Nation has sent us lots of letters. I'll tell you what, and we'll go through those. I'll tell you what, A Sandwich and Some Lovin' Nation and Kid Nation, big players in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are everywhere.
Everywhere we went, we were stopped. It was great. People sometimes apologize for stopping us, or they whisper, and it's like, no, it's really okay. We really don't mind being stopped. As long as people are polite.
Not like that in Plano, though. Not too much. Not as much.
I don't know.
It seemed like
maybe people just used to looking at us in Plano.
Maybe. It seemed like everywhere we went, somebody wanted to say, and that's great.
I think that's part of it. It's like they were surprised that we were there, so they felt like they could come up and say something because it was shocking that we were outside of our normal habitat. The
most common reaction when somebody walks up to Kelly or walks up to Kelly and I is, wow, you guys are really tall.
Yeah, we get that. You're big people. We get big and tall.
Yeah. And I don't think we're big people anymore. We have big frames.
We're big. We're big people.
Well, we're not big anymore thanks to hashtag kind of an ad, Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still we have big stature. I'm not offended by it. It is what it is.
That's because you're cut from the raspberry cloth.
That's right. We're big people, the raspberries.
But Pinoys generally aren't big people.
Well, you need to tell people what a Pinoy is.
Well, a Pinoy is a Filipino.
My
mother is Filipino, and my mom's about 5 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's about 5'10".
And you're 6'1". We don't even know.
So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe
you kept growing.
Well, my mom and dad always say they might have confused me in the nursery, and I'm not really theirs. That's their bit. Yeah, they like to tell me that. Well, you may not belong to us. They might have switched you in the nursery, but there were a lot of kids in there that day. They do that bit.
It's a good one.
You're not acting like it's a great bit.
It's a good bit.
All right, babe. Let's get into this podcast, or are we going to do some of that first?
We can do whatever you want.
Let's do that first, and then we're going to get into your birthday and how it started, what you got, all your little surprises, and how disappointed I was on Saturday morning.
Disappointed?
Yes.
All right, we'll get to that. Speaking of mornings, man, it's hard to get out of the house. You know, you have kids and stuff to get out of the house. You got to get yourself out of the house. And what they always say is, what's the most important meal of the day? It is breakfast. And you got to give up just grabbing something sugary and shoving it in your face, because what's going to happen about an hour or two later, you're going to have a crash, and it's not really the best way to get your day started. So you've got to have a breakfast that's quick, easy, nourishing, that's going to give you the best day ever. And that's why we love Daily Harvest.
Daily Harvest. Yes.
It's ready in about 5 minutes with real organic fruits and vegetables. So what you do, you get your coffee, you start making the Daily Harvest. Before you're even done with the coffee, the Daily Harvest is ready. And it's carefully sourced, chef-crafted smoothies, savory bowls, overnight oats, and more, all built on fruits and vegetables. Everything stays fresh in your freezer till you're ready to eat it. And you have so many options, more than 50 to choose from. And it's not just for breakfast, it's for any time of day. You can have ready to blend smoothies, these harvest bowl soups, and more. Just add water or milk, almond milk if you prefer that, coconut milk, you know, the different flavors for what you prefer. And like I said, Daily Harvest is the easiest, most delicious way to load up on the fruits and vegetables you need first thing in the morning or before bed or anytime in between.
Go to daily-harvest.com and enter promo code SANDWICH to get 3 cups free in your first box. That's promo code SANDWICH for 3 free Daily Harvest cups at daily-harvest.com. That's daily-harvest.com.
And don't forget promo code SANDWICH.
Love Daily Harvest. Okay, babe, you had a work trip on Thursday evening.
Yes.
Last Thursday.
Very quick in and out work trip to San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Which is a very wonderful, welcoming, kind market.
Oh, they bleed the Kidcratic Morning, nationally syndicated Kidcratic Morning show down there.
Very, very good to us.
Yes.
San Antonio. And
you guys had some fun down there. I was watching some social media on Kid Nation. Y'all had a mariachi band.
Yeah, for my birthday, our affiliate there, Mix 96.1, had a mariachi band come in. I think they're 96.1 now. I might have just said that wrong. It's 96.1 in San Antonio.
96.1.
Anyway, yeah, they surprised me with a mariachi band. I got cakes. I got the most delicious red velvet cupcakes. You know, you have to imbibe a little on your birthday. You got to enjoy. You know, people go to all that trouble of making you homemade cupcakes. How can you not try them? So I did. And then we went to a pizza party and we did go-karts and we just had, they put me in the ticket cube where you grab, you know, one of those wind tunnel machines where you grab stuff.
That's hard to do. Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun. We did a laser tag.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys did all that.
Big birthday for me.
Well, good for you because
it was a lot of fun.
Because this year you opted out. Usually Big Al Mac does a deal at his restaurant bar.
Yeah.
And it's sponsored by Kelly Raspberry.
Well, sort of. He always did a bar promotion, and I didn't want to hurt his feelings or anything. I was like, Al, I don't want to do a birthday anymore at the bar. It's just so far. I mean, it's an hour from where we live.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't hurt his feelings.
You think he was disappointed?
Probably a little bit, but he understood.
Okay.
I've done it for years and years. But 3 years ago, when Alan and I first started dating, Big Al had Vanilla Ice at my birthday at his bar, and it was the best. He literally should have just stopped it right there. Never done another birthday party because it was truly never going to be topped. And again, the next year he did one, and it was fine. It just was nothing was going to top that Vanilla Ice concert. So when we found out that thanks to our listener Justin, that Billy Bob's Texas was hosting Vanilla Ice on my birthday, that's what we decided to do.
Yeah. So while you're in San Antonio doing all your birthday festivities, I am back here in Plano, Texas, USA, furiously trying to get your birthday together because I hadn't got you anything as of Thursday night. So
that's okay.
So
as long as you got it for me.
So I'm trying to get the house all straightened up. I'm running all around trying to figure out I knew what I wanted to get you, but I needed my sister's help a little bit, or I needed her point of view from a woman's perspective on maybe what you would like. I also went and got a few surprises for you. Another surprise I had for you was some landscaping I did in the backyard. So I was trying to finish that up.
It's very thoughtful.
I was very busy back here.
Very thoughtful. The landscaping he chose to do were 2 Japanese maples that are going to eventually grow and give us shade as we have our morning coffee by the pool on the weekends. Isn't that sweet?
So I planted a tree for Kelly. It's right behind her chair where like she just said, where we have coffee. So hopefully over the years, we'll be able to take a picture every birthday and maybe you'll see it grow.
Very sweet.
If we can keep it alive.
A lot of people say it looks like a marijuana plant, but I'm not familiar.
I'm not familiar
so
either.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think the leaves they look similar.
They resemble?
Yeah.
But it's not marijuana.
No, it is not.
I promise you that.
So I was furiously putting your birthday together. Kelly comes home around 5 p.m. on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And I had all your stuff laid out in little bags. I didn't wrap anything. Because it's stuff for a dude, throwing stuff in bags.
I'm good with gift bags.
Isn't that, I mean, that's genius.
I love gift bags. I wish I'd invented a gift bag. I'd be a bazillionaire today.
Throw it in a gift bag, stick your tissue in, you're done. And it still looks nice.
Looks great.
But you don't get the satisfaction of unwrapping.
I'm satisfied pulling that tissue out. It's fine.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay. So Friday was not Kelly's birthday. That was the 12th, but I encouraged her to open a few things so she'd have something to open. And what did you get? What did I surprise you with?
You got me a phone holder that you put in your air conditioner vent.
Yeah.
That way, if I'm using it for Waze or something, that I don't have to look down at my lap or hold it in my hand. Right. I can just put it. Because you use one.
I use one in my phone.
Am I describing that correctly?
Yeah, it's a cell phone holder that you stick on your air vent, basically, and it adjusts to different size phones. But I picked one up, and I've really enjoyed using it because, like you said, you don't have to look down at your lap or look at your hand. it's just right there on your dash. You don't even really have to take your eyes off the road.
Right.
I just thought it was safer for you.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah.
It was a thoughtful gift.
Very practical, because you're very practical.
I am.
And you like practical things.
Yes.
So then the next thing was
you took the boys shopping, and they got me this cute, sweet little stackable necklace, a layering necklace that I'm wearing. That was very nice.
And it had something about keeping the positivity and scaring away the anxiety or something.
Yes, because Alan was very worried about me last podcast, talking about my levels of anxiety and difficulty breathing.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to make a conscious effort to breathe more. And the necklace that the boys got for me was very thoughtful. So I'm wearing that. And honestly, honey, I'm blanking on the last gift. I'm sorry.
Well, one thing that Kelly really panics about when she travels is does she have too much in her suitcase?
That's it. It's a handheld thing to tell how much your suitcase weighs.
Yeah. So at that point, you've got a tree, a handheld scale, and a cell phone holder.
Yeah, and a necklace. And flowers. My mother and father-in-law gave me a beautiful bouquet. My sister-in-law gave me a beautiful bouquet. I got lots of flowers. It's very nice.
Were you feeling loved?
Very loved.
What'd you get from your, did your mom and dad send something?
My mom's going to take me to lunch this week and get them because I've been gone.
Oh, okay. So you haven't got with your mom and dad on your birthday gift?
No, I think it's just a gift card. I'm very difficult to buy for. I like gift cards.
Yeah, my sister and I were talking about that. You know, my sister sent Kelly flowers, and the thing about Kelly is Kelly has everything.
It's true. And there's nothing I need.
And then also wants nothing.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but she is can be difficult to buy for. So I thought I was
Tommy Jean gave me a sweet. My friend Tommy Jean, my best friend since 5th grade. We went to New York for the first time ever for her. And together for both of us, and she sent me a gold apple necklace because she said I'm the apple of her eye, and it's also the big apple. Isn't that sweet? So those are my gifts I got.
So then,
and my friend Amy gave me a pool float. It was really nice from Frontgate.
Oh yeah,
that big nice pool float.
Oh man, that son of a gun is nice.
We needed that because we had one, and Alan hogs it all summer. So now I've got my own.
No, wait a second. That's not how that. No, you bought me that pool float at Costco.
I did.
Remember that? Hashtag not bad. You bought me that pool float. That's my pool float.
Right.
How do I hog my own pool float?
Again, you hog it.
Oh God.
So anyway, now I've got one.
Okay. So Friday night we do our little birthday festivities here, and then we head west
to Fort Worth. And thanks to a Sandwiches and Some Lovin listener. We started listening to the podcast To Live and Die in LA. That was a recommendation from a listener.
Yeah. So Kelly, you've heard on other podcasts. She's a big podcast consumer.
I'm very much into them right now.
She likes podcasts.
True crime ones.
I am not. So this was kind of my first foray into the true crime podcast. Couple of observations. I'm very visual. And it is difficult for me, especially when I'm driving, to kind of because it's very detailed. He's talking about facts and who talked to who and names.
And some of the people talking have very thick
accents. The voices are the same.
No, some of them have very thick accents. So it was really difficult to understand sometimes when people have a thick accent, if you're watching their mouths, it helps you understand what they're saying. But if you're just having to totally concentrate on the voice, that thick accent, it's hard.
So I've had, I guess, a little bit rougher time keeping up with what's going on, honestly, because I've been driving. Right. But I get the gist of what's happening now, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we've made it through 3 episodes. 3 episodes. We're about to start number 4.
But it's a missing person. I'm not giving anything away by saying it's a missing person about a missing person.
Yes, it's a mystery.
This girl in Hollywood goes missing. And
a starlet, a wannabe starlet.
A starlet from
Macedonia.
Macedonia.
How random is that?
Where in the heck is Macedonia?
I don't know. I need to Google that. So anyway, that's been fun. So anyway, we go to Fort Worth and we get to our hotel and we're kind of tired, but we're like, there's a steakhouse right there next to the inside the lobby of the hotel, basically a really nice steakhouse. And so we're checking in. The lady said, "You want me to make a reservation for you?" We're like, "Sure." 20 minutes? So we went upstairs.
Dumped our crap.
Yeah, and went downstairs and had a lovely dinner where we met more listeners.
Oh, big table full of ladies, gals. Big table full of gals was there having a 30th birthday.
Big 3-0.
And they turned around and saw Kelly Raspberry. You'd have thought they saw Elvis.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, they came over and
they gave me a piece of their keto birthday cake.
Yes.
Because I said, "Oh, is it all fat?" I wasn't trying to be funny. I was like, "Is it all fat because keto's fat?" And they said, "No, it was sugar free though."
Mm-hmm.
So it was interesting. And so they went off to celebrate the birthday. And then the people sitting next to us, once they heard these girls say hello, they're like, "Okay, now we can say something." They were down from Wichita Falls celebrating.
From my hometown.
Yeah, celebrating their 17th wedding anniversary. We had a lovely conversation with them.
And the guy was a pastor.
A
right?
pastor, yes.
Wow.
The front doorbell just rang, and I think it's my daughter, but I left the door unlocked for her, I think.
She'll probably figure it out if it's unlocked. All she has to do is open it.
I think I did.
Okay, well, anyway, so we met that nice couple from Wichita Falls, right?
Yes. Yes.
Are we just going to keep powering through
yeah,
this?
we're going to plow through it.
Yeah, did you tell her we might be podcasting?
I did.
Okay. Think she'll just come in?
I hope so. I guess we'll know when the doorbell rings again. But let's keep plowing through. So we had dinner, and we were just exhausted. It had been a long week, so we went to bed.
Yeah, we went to bed relatively early, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after dinner.
So, okay, so that's the events of Thursday and Friday. You know, no big deal really. But Saturday, so Saturday morning is Kelly's birthday. And, you know, we wake up and the kid, you know, it's his wife's birthday. So the kid's feeling like, you know, might need to.
I'm feeling like I'm getting hot now. You're telling a story and the heat's starting to rise.
He might need to, I don't know, maybe swing his axe around a little bit,
So my birthday present.
Being the woodsman that he was that morning.
My birthday present was, what's that song?
Oh my gosh.
Sex.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's a song called Birthday Sex.
There's a song called Birthday Sex?
Yes, there is.
So
that was going to be my big present.
So, hey, and I know I'm not telling a story that we probably have thousands of couples that can relate with this. You know, hey, on your spouse's or your girlfriend's or boyfriend's birthday, you do the little tug.
Well, fortunately, my birthday landed on Saturday.
On Saturday,
as the podcast family knows.
Right.
That's about the only time we ever get around to doing it.
So I do the little tug on Kelly. And I don't even know how to tell this story without being. I'm going to tell it as gently as I can. I guess. So Kelly kind of waves me off, and she informs me that we forgot something at home.
Yeah.
So
you going to tell it?
Well, I don't know how to tell it. It's one of those things that. It reduces friction.
So say it, honey.
Huh?
We're all adults here.
I
forgot the lube.
The personal lubricant. She forgot the personal lubricant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, babe, you got to be kidding me. How do you forget? How do you forget the personal lubricant? It's your birthday.
It is my birthday. So I should have remembered that the one time of year that my birthday lands on a Saturday morning.
Okay, first of all,
perfect storm.
Here at Evans Manor, the bottle is not on my side. Just so you know.
True.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So Kelly informs me that we forgot a very important ingredient. I'm like, babe, so I
don't just leave it at that.
Okay.
So we're not.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
so we
fine.
don't attempt it.
Okay. So so I get waved off Kelly's birthday. All right. Hey.
Yeah.
I just said, well, maybe we'll try again later, or maybe we can find a
pharmacy.
Maybe we can find a pharmacy, right?
But the whole day Saturday, because it's my birthday and because Mother Nature hates me, it is driving torrential storms.
Like a monsoon.
There is hail. There is wind. There is at one point, I swear I heard tornado sirens going off in the distance because that's what happens in Texas every year around my birthday.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
So Kelly and I, after this little episode in the hotel room, we went downstairs, got some coffee,
Yeah.
and we posted up forever because
we had nowhere else to nothing else to do.
Well, and you had so many birthday messages to
I was
return.
reading through a lot of birthday messages.
But we
I haven't gotten to all of them yet.
We had fun sitting there in the lobby.
Yeah.
We were by a fire and just people watching.
But then we're like, dang it, we got to go find a pharmacy.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to have a pharmacy. So why don't you do a little business and then we'll
You're gonna stop the story there?
It's called a tease.
Oh my gosh, Alan.
No pun intended.
Yeah. God knows. So we were, as one of the things we were also doing because we were in Fort Worth, there was the Main Street Arts Festival was kicking off, and again, always around the Main Street Arts Festival, torrential storms. Lethal hail has happened at the Main Street Arts Festival before, right? Mm-hmm. Where people have died because they're pounded in the head by colossal balls of hail. But the thing about
colossal balls,
huge
balls.
So we were walking around, today when it was so lovely, and we saw a lot of people there, actually artists creating this furniture that was really beautiful, right? This handcrafted furniture.
Handmade, all wood furniture.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like these people, they put so much time and effort into the furniture and asking like astronomical amounts of money for this furniture. But it's like for these pieces that you truly love, you'd love to have them in your home. You'd also like to be able to afford them. Well, here's the thing. Joybird is a company that has revolutionized online furniture shopping because Joybird believes you should never have to settle when it comes to your furniture in your home, that you should always have the freedom to be boldly original. You can be like an artist yourself when you take your idea of what you want in your home and you bring it to reality, and they empower you to create the space and the furniture that brings you joy. With Joybird, you get one-of-a-kind furniture that's made to your unique taste. Just like the stuff we saw, that one-of-a-kind furniture out there at the Arts Festival today, with a lot of zeros on the ends of some of that furniture. With Joybird, you can create these same things. If you like mid-century modern, contemporary classics, they can customize it with leather, with plush velvets. They have kid and pet-friendly upholstery available as well. Each Joybird piece made by hand with care and precision. You've got a 365-day home trial, so you can sit on it, sleep on it, break it in. If you don't love your Joybird, you can return it for a full refund, and that's a full year to test it out.
See how Joybird is revolutionizing online furniture shopping? Create the furniture that brings you joy today at joybird.com/883. Go to joybird.com/883 and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using the code 883.
Yay. Joybird.com/883, code 883. Thank you, Joybird.
Thank you, Joybird. Okay, so on your birthday, Saturday, we go rolling out in a typhoon, dressed in rain gear, essentially. I had my rain gear on.
Yeah, we thought enough. We didn't think to bring the lube, but we remembered to bring umbrellas, and I brought my rain boots.
But that's why we went out, because we are on a mission.
We were also getting lunch. Let's not.
We wanted to eat lunch, but here's the list as I remember it. We needed wine. We needed root beer. We needed bottled water, and we needed personal lubricant.
Why do you say it that way?
Because I don't want anybody using my voice.
Oh gosh.
Those are the four things we needed, right?
We're all adults here.
Right?
Yes.
Except me. So we go eat lunch. We're coming back, and the weather really turns on us. I mean, we're walking with our umbrellas held out in front of us. Remember that?
Yes, it was. It was awful. The wind kicked up out of nowhere.
And so we turn a corner. Kelly's like, let's go around this way. I think it's a shorter way. I have no sense of direction. So I'm like, okay, babe, I'll follow you. And then we come around the corner, and
CVS.
Holy S, what's right there?
CVS, right
there. CVS. So we go rolling into CVS. So it's one of these CVSs where it's double level. Like you see these downtowns in urban areas.
Yeah.
Like in the suburbs, they're all one level. Downtown, this one had, I guess the pharmacy was upstairs.
The pharmacy was upstairs, and like all the grocery stuff was downstairs.
Yeah.
The snacks and waters and root beers.
So my job was to get the wine, water, and root beer.
My job because it's my birthday.
I'm not buying that stuff.
Is to go find the intimacy section.
I'm not buying that stuff. I don't want her thinking I'm just going to use it to handle up on myself.
And because I'm also thrifty,
oh, babe,
I got the CVS
come
brand
on.
that is just like compared to
no,
blah blah blah.
I'll tell you what.
So I got the CVS brand.
There are some things you should just get the name brand.
Oh, why? Why? It's fine.
Okay. So I think fortunately for us, as I reflect back on this episode, as we come to the counter, it's you and me, we come to the counter and she's taking the things out of our basket. Fortunately for us, she was not a member of Kid Nation. I don't think she was.
Well,
she didn't look twice at either one of us, but we both had
probably seen people buy way more interesting things than that.
Well, of course, but we're all nervous about it for some reason.
I wasn't nervous.
I was. So
because I was standing a good 10 feet away.
Yeah, and I'm up there by myself, and she's, she doesn't make a big deal. She's taking the stuff out of the deal.
Do you have a CVS card?
Yeah, do you have a CVS card? And I'm like, yeah, I think I do. Yeah, she takes it. I'm like, oh, okay. She goes, man, the weather's really bad out there. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, y'all be careful. It's real slippery out there. And I didn't know if she was doing a bit or not.
Yeah.
But
you assumed she was because you got the giggles.
But I started crying. I'm like, oh, God, yes, it's so slippery outside.
Yeah, just kept on and on.
And I'm like, hey, Kelly Raspberry, what do you think?
Oh, gosh.
It's really slippery out there.
Seriously, guys, that's what he was doing in the middle of CVS.
So she kind of starts looking at me like, what's your deal? Why? Huh? Who? Kelly Raspberry? Who? I'm like, okay, see ya. Bye. Thank you.
Come on, Kelly Raspberry. That was great. That was great, honey. On my birthday.
Yes.
I had to be humiliated at the CVS.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, we did accomplish the mission.
Mission accomplished.
Except we get back to the room. Alan, I was like, I hope you bought a screw top bottle of wine.
Oh.
Because we don't have a wine opener. He's like, dadgummit. So he starts looking through all the cabinets and everything. There's not a wine opener to be had. So we had to order. Again, we're going to get to your bad. Are we going to get to your bad customer service story? Or are you going to let that go?
Yeah, let's just do that just real quick. And I'm going to throw this out there because I know we have listeners that work.
Here's Alan's bad customer service story of the week, because this is becoming a weekly bit on A Sandwiches Moment.
I know we have hotel and restaurant people that listen to us. So here's what happened. So that evening, after Kelly and I made our little field trip, we have our stuff. I decided we take a nap first. We wake up from our nap before Vanilla Ice to go to the concert, and I'm like hungry. I want to order room service.
And we want to have the wine.
And we want to have the wine. So it's about 8 o'clock, I think. Concert starts at 10:30. We got plenty of time. But at 8 o'clock, I call room service. Hello, this is room service. Yeah, I want to order some room service. It's going to be an hour and a half.
Didn't say, how you doing? Nothing.
I was like, whoa. I said, okay, you don't even know what I want to order. I mean, I could have ordered, might want saltines and a glass of water, but is that going to be an hour and a half? I didn't say that. But I said, whoa, what's going on down there?
No, he said that to me repeatedly for the rest of the night.
Yes. I said, what's going on down there? And she said, we're real busy. And I said, okay, an hour and a half, huh? She goes, yes. I'm like, okay, thanks. And so then I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm thinking,
you started stewing, man.
I said, that doesn't sound right.
You're stewing.
So I called the front desk. They answered. I said, hey, I just called room service, and they said an hour and a half on room service. I said, that just doesn't sound right. She goes, well, the hotel's really busy right now, but let me connect you with room service, the manager. I'm like, okay, fine.
No, you asked for the manager.
I asked for the manager.
You asked for the manager.
I asked for a manager at the front desk, and she said, let me send you to the room service manager. I'm like, okay, fine. So the room service manager.
Alan was not having this.
No, I was not having this. So the room service manager picks up, and he says, how can I help you? And I said, well, I just called, and somebody quoted me an hour and a half, and they didn't even take my order. And he goes, sir, what can I get you? And I will have it to you between 30 and 45 minutes. And I said, oh, okay. So it's not an hour and a half. It's the people that bitch about it, it's going to be shorter for them. But for everybody else, it's going to be an hour and a half.
Now, Alan's not saying any of this verb out
I'm
loud
not saying any of this out loud.
to anybody.
No.
He says all this to me.
I said all this to Kelly, right?
All night long
Yes.
afterwards.
Yes.
So he didn't complain about the woman who was very hurt with you.
I didn't throw her under the bus.
You didn't.
No.
Even though she could have been a little bit more friendly.
Yeah.
And maybe asked, how complicated is your order before she determined off the bat.
Oh,
an hour and a half.
She was not having it. Yeah. But I didn't throw her under the bus. But the guy I talked to was very nice. He said, I can have it there between 30 and 45 minutes. I said, okay, that's great. That's usually what it is.
All Alan wanted was chicken wings and a salad.
Chicken wings and a garden salad. And water.
And a wine opener.
And a wine opener, which they sent.
Which the man comes up and brings the wine opener. And he said, oh, is that what y'all are having tonight? He said, I'll open that for you. It was so helpful. And he said, yeah, ladies really love this wine. And I was like, Alan picked that out. Alan is loving Pinot Noir and red blends is what he's liking these days.
I'm not a wine drinker. I'm a whiskey drinker. So I like wines that are just easy to drink.
Yeah. So it was a menage a trois red blend.
Red blend, yeah. And it was pretty good.
The title made him giggle.
Yeah. And we polished off that old bottle watching 2.5 Men.
Yeah, this is what we do in a hotel room. So he's eating, and I turn on like TV Land or something, and they were doing 2.5 Men in order, like starting with episode 1. And Alan cannot grasp the concept of what is going on in the family dynamic. You could not grasp it.
I could.
2.5 episodes into 2.5 Men. I'm still trying to explain to him.
And guys,
this is a divorced man who's living with his brother. That's his son. That's the mother.
You should have heard. I wish, listeners.
I wish
all of you could have been flies on the wall in this hotel room.
I do too.
When Kelly was over here trying to explain to me 2.5 Men, it was like she had this freaking Pythagorean theorem to explain how this boy goes back and forth between all these households.
Because it's visitation between his parents who are separated.
I'm like, what? What is going on? I have no idea what you just said.
And I tell it very nicely at first. And I repeat it again the second time, and I'm really pretty calm. By the third time I'm trying to explain it, I probably have a little edge in my voice.
Yes.
And by the fourth time, Alan's mad at me because I'm explaining it again, but I'm talking to him like he's stupid.
The way
I'm saying, but I'm explaining this to you again for the fourth time because you cannot understand. Well, you act like I've never seen the show before either. I'm getting this by watching the first 2 episodes.
It was like freaking Boolean algebra.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, trying to decipher the way Kelly explained the relationship between Charlie Sheen,
it is not
the kid, the dude, the mom who wanted to date chicks now. It was just real. I was confused. Okay, anyway. So we drank our wine. Good Lord, Larry.
You're derailing. And then we're getting ready to go see Vanilla Ice at Billy Bob's Texas.
Yeah. Okay, so the customer service story, really, I mean, there wasn't much to it.
Except I had to hear it all night.
Yeah. I guess my question for all of you would be, what? I guess the reason I got bent out of shape about it was because isn't room service part of the service that the hotel provides when you're staying there?
Yes, but they also can't help it when the kitchen gets slammed.
I understand.
But I think the woman could have handled it that answered the phone a little bit better.
Yeah. But
she could have had a little bit more, how can I help you? And, place your order. And just going to warn you, we're a little backed up in the kitchen tonight instead of just hour and a half.
Right.
I think if she would have approached it differently, you wouldn't have been quite as angry.
The place we were staying wasn't a dump. I mean, it's $350 a night.
Why are you telling that?
Well, I'm dropping a dime because it was not a nice hotel.
Why are you telling that?
Well, that's how much it was. It's your birthday. We'll take you somewhere nice on your birthday.
You did.
Give me some chicken wings and a salad in 45 minutes.
All right.
Okay. Well, but I guess my point was, but then if you go to a restaurant, they quote you an hour and a half. I mean, you turn around and leave, right?
Right. Well, most people would.
Right. But at a hotel, it's like, I think that's part of what they do is you're contained
also,
in the hotel.
I know, but if you have 300 rooms in the hotel and everybody decided to stay in and eat because the weather's so crappy and the kitchen gets inundated, I mean, some things can't be helped.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I just wanted my chicken wings and salad.
I know, and you got them.
I did.
In 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So
Off to Billy Bob's.
So off to Billy Bob's. So yeah, that was pretty uneventful. We just did an Uber over to Billy Bob's. I had never been to Billy Bob's. Cool place.
It's gigantic.
Gigantic.
A lot of Sandwiches and Lovin' listeners.
Oh my gosh.
And Kid Nation, the Kid Credit Morning Show listeners there.
Yes.
And a lot of people we met.
It was fun.
Justin was there.
Our friend.
One of our friends, Justin, who gave me a picture of me and Vanilla Ice from my last birthday party 3 years ago, and also a little Aries keychain. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, and this is Justin, one of our podcast listeners, not
he
Justin.
Loves Vanilla Ice.
Not Justin Chavez.
No.
Not part-time Justin.
Listener Justin.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a couple of drinks and then go down into the pit where we have tickets, and we get, I don't know, maybe 10 rows back.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Yeah.
Really close to the stage, and I don't know. I thought that you know, it's hard for Vanilla Ice to top your party, as you said 3 years ago, because we were on the stage dancing with him.
Yeah.
He karaoke'd with us after.
Yeah.
He took selfies with us on the stage.
He was a lot of fun, and he's still a lot of fun. Here's my complaint.
Okay, what happened?
My complaint.
Here's your customer service complaint.
He is my customer service complaint. He started inviting people to join him on stage, and that's fine. He likes that. But then they kept, at first it was like one guy, and it was almost like, is anybody going to get up there? Maybe they're not coming. And then another chick gets up there. Okay, that's fine. And then more. Before you know it, the whole stage is covered in his fans, and that's fine. They're having a great time. But he goes to the back of the stage and stands next to the DJ or something, and to the point where you can't see Vanilla Ice anymore. And he's not even singing his own songs. He's singing along with other songs that aren't his. And it's just, we're watching all these random people from their bachelorette and birthday parties up there. And it was, that was my complaint about it.
Yeah, and because, to Kelly's point, because he was on the back of the stage,
well, you couldn't see him.
All of these, mostly ladies, had their backs turned to us
to watch him.
So
we got to see their backsides.
So all I see is a bunch of ass, and it's a bunch of ass that I don't know.
Yeah, strange ass.
So I'm paying. So I'm paying $35 to hear Vanilla Ice sing the songs that aren't his, and look at a bunch of ass that I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing, but otherwise it was great.
But it was still fun. I had fun. But he didn't play that long. He played.
I think he played an hour,
and if that. Mm-hmm. And then Kelly and I pieced out of the pit and decided to do a little tour around Billy Bob's, and that's when, man, we ran into all kinds of friends, Sandwiches and Lovin' friends.
Yeah.
I listened to the podcast. Boy, that's awesome.
Yeah, we love that.
That's awesome.
And then we just went back to the room, right? We just went back to the room.
Well, yeah, there were a lot of people that we met that were kind of hinting, hey, you want to go
other places, other clubs.
Do some bar hopping, and Kelly and I are kind of looking at each other like,
we're too old for that.
Oh, we're too old for that. I'm too tired.
And we'd had a whole bottle of wine. And
a lot of wine. Yeah, we had a whole bottle. We finished that bottle of wine. So we were both kind of feeling sleepy. And then we had a couple of drinks at the...
Yeah, but we were Ubering, so we were fine. But then the next day, I wake up, gorgeous outside. So the monsoon had passed. Beautiful sunny day. So we pretended it was my birthday. Wink, wink. And once we got that out of the way,
crack that generic bottle open.
Once we got that out of the way, my birthday present.
Here's the deal. The thing about generic product.
Oh my gosh.
No, listen. It could be any generic product, not what we're talking about. You need twice as much.
I don't think
to achieve the same effect of the name brand. No. So just buy the name brand because you use less.
No, it was fine.
It was fine?
It was fine. It was different than what I normally get, but it was fine.
What do you normally get?
Anyway.
Okay.
So we went down to the Arts Festival, which I had never been to before. And it was really a lot of fun. And there's not really much to tell from that. We just went and had a couple of Bloody Marys. We did a lot of people watching. We found some really, really cool art that was really expensive, and we talked ourselves out of it.
Guys, here's a little inside peek into Kelly's life here. You know, this has been well documented on how thrifty Kelly is. Okay, you admit that. You're thrifty.
Well, I spend money on certain things, but some things I don't, it's not really necessary.
Now, one thing I've known about Kelly, if there is an art fair or crafts or paintings, she is very, very willing to support those artists. Okay?
I want to.
So we go rolling up to this artist, and of course I don't have his name in front of me. He's a mixed media artist from Colorado.
Well,
he makes sculptures out of all kinds of pieces.
Really cool. I actually put it on my Instagram.
Yeah,
that we discovered. So if you really want to know his name and see what he does, you can go to my Instagram. I in the description of the pictures I posted.
But
his name.
Kelly, she was ready to pull the trigger on these two really nice pieces of art, and they were expensive.
Well, it was a set, and then he had the guitar that you really love.
Yeah, I love that guitar.
And it was sold. He said, but
somebody just bought it.
Yeah, and so he said, go around the corner. There's one more, and I went around the corner, and it was gone. He said, you're not going to believe it. Somebody bought that one too. So he said he thinks he might have two more back at his studio, and he's going to text me. Really expensive, but it was really cool.
Yeah,
it was so cool, and I would like to have a real piece of art. I really would. The only real piece of art we really have is that tattoo picture I had commissioned for you for the wedding.
Yeah.
So I'd like to support an artist if I could, but then again, I'm cheap.
Well, you're cheap, but you'll spend money. It looked to me like you were getting ready to pull the trigger on that.
I really did like it, though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But,
so anyway, that was our whole trip to Fort Worth.
Yeah, but we just walked around the arts festival, and it was really fun.
Really fun.
A lot of different types of art, a lot of food, a lot of bands.
We decided we're going to start going to more arts festivals. We're going to start looking for them and listening to more podcasts.
And a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs.
And when we were leaving, the sign said no dogs. There were dogs everywhere.
And then we started thinking, well, what if we brought Larry? What would he think
he would have a connect.
Kelly thought he would get nervous.
No, our Larry's very skittish, our little rescue, and we would end up having to carry him the whole time. And Alan thought he would be calm. I said, that's fine, but there's a million people here, and people would trip over him because he's so small, so we'd have to carry him. And the little 10-pound dog, after you carry him around for about an hour, feels like it weighs about 50.
But they had signs everywhere that said no dogs.
No dogs. There were dogs everywhere.
There were dogs everywhere.
And man, we were eating at this restaurant, and somebody was that a pit? What was that?
Rottweiler.
It was a Rottweiler. It wasn't a pit bull. It was a Rottweiler.
Huge.
He was a big dog. And beautiful dog.
Really,
beautiful
really
dog.
Pretty, yeah.
You have never seen so many people coming up to a Rottweiler in your life. It's like they had never seen a dog in their lives. People were coming up. This one woman had a religious experience.
Yeah, she did.
She was clasping her hands and holding her heart and talking about this beautiful dog. I mean, I seriously thought she was going to start crying. And she walked away and had dinner with her family, lunch with her family. And she came back and she just looked over wistfully at this big dog, and people were letting their kids come up and get in this dog's face. And the dog, I'm like, y'all are braver than I am. Y'all are braver than I am, because that's a big dog. Alan is terrified of big dogs.
Well, I don't like big animals.
He's terrified of big. You don't like big animals.
I don't like big animals, period.
But I mean, other people had dogs there, but
there was a freaking Great Dane there.
They were all over this Rottweiler.
That freaked me out. There was a Great Dane there. There was a dude that was carrying a dachshund.
That was cute.
And the dachshund had on sunglasses and a red cowboy hat. That was pretty cool.
He was carrying around like a baby.
Yeah, he was. He was seriously carrying it like a baby.
He was carrying him like a baby, propped up, and the little wiener dog's just sitting around looking at everybody with his cowboy hat on.
Totally fine.
I was like, that man loves that dog.
Yeah.
He loves that dog. So sweet.
Yeah, he did.
Then we came home, and we've just been like doing laundry and getting ready for our podcast. And that was my birthday.
That was quite a birthday.
Did we miss anything?
That was.
Anything else you can embarrass me about?
It's not embarrassing. Like I've said before, millions of Americans, use personal lubricants in the comfort of their home. There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Let me tell you another little inside peek into our sex life.
What?
Is what Alan just said.
Yeah.
He says that every single time I pull that out of the nightstand.
Why are you saying that you pull it out of the nightstand?
Well, that's where it is.
Lecherous.
But what okay, repeat it.
Millions of Americans enjoy personal lubricants in the comfort of their home.
Yeah. He says that every single time.
It doesn't turn you on? Oh, no.
And he also sings the same song.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to sing that.
We're not going to get into that.
No, we're not going to sing
We'll leave
that.
some things
Some
for
things,
privacy.
some things have to be left to the imagination.
My goodness gracious.
Okay, babe. What do we got? We got any more of this?
Yeah, but I thought you were going to do letters.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's do. Man, we've got a bunch. We maybe have time for one or two. So we're going to do letters.
The ones we promised to get to last week, and we ran out of time.
You know, in our letters, babe, do you know that our letters segment is brought to us by Work Suites?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Work Suites is where Canada Media has an office.
It's a beautiful office, too.
It's a really pretty office. I just moved to an office in North Plano, West Plano, really, at 5700 Tennyson. And I was going to the coffee shops. You know, I was going to the Starbucks, and it's such a beating because everyone's cracking open their laptop at the community table. They're getting on the conference calls. There's nowhere to sit. You don't have any privacy. But Work Suites offers me a balance between that kind of shared and private spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Attracts serious business people. Yeah, there are a lot of entrepreneurs up there where I work. It's a great collaborative environment too. We're starting to work with our friend Ashley, and Ashley is going to start officing up there with me too. She can work in the shared environment, collaborate with other entrepreneurs, collaborate with me. It's just a great place to work better and smarter. If you want a space that inspires your business, then check out all 15 DFW locations at worksuites.com. All right, babe. Let's see what we got here. We got some good letters.
Well, read me one.
Okay, this one's from Padme.
No, it's not.
I don't know if I can say her name, so I always err on the side of...
Why don't we just start making a new rule? If you don't want your name mentioned, you come up with a crazy fake name.
Okay.
Because some people, I think, like to hear the names.
Padme says, her subject, my relationship has an expiration date. Message, Dear Alan and Kelly, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 3.5 years. This is a love letter. You need to do this. He is 24 and is in his first year of medical school with 5 to 7 years left. School is the number one thing in his life, which makes sense, but it makes me sad sometimes. I am 22, and in less than a year, I will be graduated and starting my life as a medical laboratory scientist.
Am I having a deja vu moment? Am I having a deja vu moment? Have we done this letter?
Have we?
I feel like I'm having a deja vu moment, but go ahead. Maybe it's just like a weird, like out of body.
Have I already done this?
Thing.
I don't think I have.
Okay. I'm just like, this is just like sounding so familiar, but go ahead.
Okay, maybe I have. Once I graduate, I want to move and get out of Oregon. My boyfriend lives in Oregon and wants to stay here for the rest of his life. I can't help but feel like our relationship has an expiration date. We're both in very different spots in our lives with very different plans for our futures. We've also been doing long distance for the last 6 months and will be for several years. Here's the question. Should I break up with him now since I know we might have an expiration date, or should I wait? Should I wait until our actual expiration date for the chance of things working out? I feel so conflicted, scared, and confused. This is my first love. Padme.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. These aren't the emotions of someone who is really like, I want to verbalize this the right way. It sounds like you're scared of being alone and screwing up. It doesn't sound like a true commitment where you know you love somebody so completely that you can make it work. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you could ride it out until it naturally dies out on its own, or you can focus your energy on a relationship that's right there in your face. The best example I've always used is of Nick and his now wife, Blair, that worked with us at the radio station. They were high school sweethearts. They both went away to college. They were separate for 4 years. And they made the decision, we're going to date other people. We're going to truly enjoy our college experience. If we come back together at the end of the 4 years, great. You know, it's a risk we're going to have to take, but they didn't want to be, tied down to somebody that wasn't there and they couldn't fully enjoy that relationship. So what happens? They go off, they each date other people. They have a wonderful time. They have a wonderful college experience. They both graduated. They got back together and now they're married with 2 kids. So I love that example. It doesn't always work out that way. Most of the time you go separate directions and you just keep going.
I think that's what she should do here.
It's what it sounds like. It just sounds like you're afraid of being alone, which technically you kind of are anyway. This long distance thing.
This long distance thing. You're going to do that for another 5 to 7 years? No, no. It's easy for us to say, but I'd cut bait.
I would
cut bait, and if things are meant to be with this man, it'll happen.
Yeah,
but you can't do the long distance thing for 5 to 7 years.
It's hard. I said the same thing, and I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of people might know who I'm talking about. It was a long-term relationship that one of them was moving out of town.
Man.
And it was just like neither one of them would pull the plug on the relationship, even though they knew it wasn't going to work out. But neither one of them would do it because they had a lot of feelings for each other. So we're going to drag it out until it gets almost painful. Breaking it off is going to be painful, but you got to rip that Band-Aid off and be done with it. That's my advice. And you're just scared of, being alone is what it sounds like, or scared of making a mistake. But we all make mistakes. It's meant to be, it'll work out.
It's hard to see your future when you're in your early 20s. I mean, gosh, I look back at where I was when I was in my early 20s. And
if I was with the person
I knew then what I know now.
If I ended up with the person I was in love with in my early 20s, what a mess. It would have been a mess.
Yeah.
So, better things are out there.
They are. You got a long way to go, and you got a lot of good stuff in front of you. I'd cut bait. You're not going to do 5 to 7 years of long distance. All right, here's another one, babe. This one is from Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Subject: do I have to reach out? Message: hello, Alan and Kelly. I just wanted some advice on a situation I've sort of fallen into. I'm an unmarried, uncommitted 29-year-old man with seemingly my best years ahead of me. I work full-time, and I'm a full-time grad student. As a hobby and in service to God and my church, I write spoken word poetry that I perform every so often at church. This has been great for me because the church I attend has 6,000 plus members, and it has helped me make connections despite attending such a large church. Here's the issue.
I'm having another deja vu moment.
This
is crazy.
You probably read these.
Maybe I did. I don't remember reading them, but go ahead.
My church played one of my pieces this past weekend. A woman who works with at the same company as me attends.
I guess she works with me.
Yeah. Attends the same church, so she came over to congratulate me and mentioned she had a friend who wanted to know my, quote, situation.
She's playing matchmaker.
I told her I was single and unattached. So the next day she came back because her friend said she could give me her phone number. Oh, man. Come to find out, this mystery woman is already a Facebook friend of mine. This isn't too unusual because people see me on stage at church sometimes and they'll send me a friend request. I think nothing of it. This woman in particular is 37, never married, and no children. Okay? I don't mean this as a dig to her, but I just feel like we're in two very different phases in life. If I was a little older.
She's 29?
Yep. If I was a little older, I'd be more comfortable with talking to her. By now, she knows I have her number. Am I obligated to reach out to her? I don't want to be rude, and I definitely could be wrong, but I just don't see that going anywhere. Why?
Has he even seen what she looks like?
Why?
So I guess he has her Facebook friends.
Why? Okay. I still want to have a family with kids, and I just don't know if I could realistically have that with her. Why? How do we know this?
Right.
How do we know this?
I know.
Okay. I feel terrible for thinking that, but I also think I'm too old to casually date someone without thinking about a future. I would love to hear your thoughts. Obi-Wan.
Well, you need to be casually dating somebody because you ain't dating nobody. Is he dating anyone?
No.
You have no prospects, apparently, except for this one. And 37, I mean, thanks to the miracle of modern medicine, and I'm the prime example here. I had a daughter with in vitro fertilization. So it's not the end of the, it's not like outside the realm of possibility that she can have babies. If you're not interested, you're not interested. And you're not under any obligation to call her. You're not. But, I wouldn't rule out someone based on what you've presented, unless you're just not attracted to her at all.
Well, that's what's happened.
You're just not attracted to her.
Well, that's what's happened. He's gone out and he's done his Facebook research. And based on what he's seen on Facebook, he's probably made the determination that
He's not interested.
He's not interested.
But don't rule out someone because they're 37 with no kids.
Yeah.
Because she's still got a few years left to make a baby.
Yeah.
And she might need some assistance with that. Or she could just be one of those girls that's just like fertile and it happens.
Well, fertile myrtle.
Yeah.
I agree with Kelly. I don't think, I don't think you should rule somebody out just on paper that they're 8 years older than you and have never had kids. That's not.
I'm 4 years older than you, right?
I mean, that's not much of a difference today. That's not really that.
I've dated way younger than that.
So have I.
Oh, yeah?
Dated way older, too.
I've dated a little older. Not way older. Well, actually, I had when I was 24, I went out with somebody who was 42.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he came to South Carolina and he was from Dallas.
Lecherous was that?
I was living in Florence and he came Florence, South Carolina, and he was a jingle writer. Wait
a minute. Like Charlie Sheen?
Yep. He wrote commercial jingles.
Did he wear bowling shirts?
And I don't remember that. But he came down and with the TV station brought him in, like my dad had a Western wear business, so he was going to write jingles.
Give us a little bit.
But that's not the jingle he wrote. Oh. I could sing the other jingle.
Yeah, give us some.
You want the jingle?
Yeah, I always like that. Yeah, give us some.
This is not written by the guy from Dallas.
Okay, let's hear it.
We got hats and belts and boots, jeans and shirts and Western suits for the finest Western wear. Go West. I started too high. Go West. I went too high. Oh. We got the finest Western wear. Go West. Those good old boys gonna treat you well. Go West. Don't settle for less. Go West. This is my daddy talking. Let's go west in the Florence Mall. Let us bring out the cowboy in you. Okay, that was it. That's not the jingle he wrote. So anyway, this guy came in from Dallas. He was 42. I was 24. That's how I remember it. And he took me on my first limo ride. He took me out to Myrtle Beach, and he ordered oysters on the half shell. And he had me eat my very first raw oyster.
He's trying to give you an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, he was. I was a very naive little 24-year-old girl.
Yeah, you were. All right.
But anyway, the whole thing is you're just not attracted to her. So you're not under any obligation to call anybody.
Yeah.
But don't rule somebody out on those.
Yeah, rule somebody out.
And you can absolutely casually date at 29. Because if you're just dating, I mean, I don't know. Just don't be that serious about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
And if you happen to fall in love, good for you. And let us know about it. All right. We found a product that Alan and I are absolutely in love with. When we went to Mexico last year, and we're going to take these on our family vacation this year.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely.
We would get drinks from, we'd sit our butts on the beach. If you're going to our Sandwiches and Lovin' family vacation, go to kellyandalan.com/vacation to find out about it. So Alan and I like to plant our butts on the beach, and we have the guy bring us drinks all day. And what happens? With that heat of the beach, the drinks get watered down and hot super fast. You can't even, that's why people get trashed so fast, because you try to drink them so fast that you get smashed and you end up passed out. You can't even enjoy yourself. Or the drinks get so hot, they're not good anymore. These insulated cups we found from Brewmate, Brumate. These are the coolest thing. They are shaped, they have one that's shaped like a wine bottle, so you can put your wine into it and it keeps it the right temperature all day. They have the wine glasses that we could take by the pool. They're all insulated, and they have them that are kind of feminine. I got one. Mine are like this pretty pearl minty green color. Alan got matte black.
I always bet on black, and I like matte black.
Matte black, really cool. You got a flask.
I got a flask
as well,
too. Yeah.
So he can like put his little whiskey or whatever, your bourbon you carry around with you.
Sure.
But Brewmate has all these insulated things to keep your drinks cool all summer long. That's what we love most about Brewmate. And we're going to be taking them with us on the family vacation. They have a 3-in-1 adapter, which means you can use it with slim cans too. You can use it as a tumbler. No matter what you're drinking, you can pour it in there. It keeps it nice and cool all day long. And this kid, like in college, he realized the need for this, came up with Brewmate, and now he's going to be a millionaire. And we should have thought of this last summer. If we would have thought of this, Alan, we would be doing commercials for our own keep it cool drink containers.
Yes.
But instead, we're selling them for this guy.
That's right. And one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to settle for warm alcohol.
That sucks.
That ain't cool. Chill out with your favorite drinks all day long with BrewMate. Visit brewmate.com and enter code SANDWICH to get 15% off your first order.
I'm telling you guys, these are game changers by the pool this summer.
That's 15% off your first order when you go to brumate.com and enter code SANDWICH.
Remember, it's brumate.com and enter promo code SANDWICH. Let us know how you like them because we love them.
And you will too.
You will too. Bring them with you to the beach if you're going with us on our family vacation. Speaking of, I'll say it one more time, kellyanddallin.com/vacation because time is running out for you to get in on this.
Yeah. And let's see. Today is Sunday, Monday.
And we're going in July.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to have some podcast listeners. They listen right when our podcast drops on Monday. We've got a contest starting tomorrow. I don't want to give too many details away, but Kelly's going to be announcing this on her social media. And let me just say it has to do with Kelly's IVF doctor, Dr. Duty. And we're going to have Dr. Duty on the podcast this week, April 17th. We're going to interview Dr. Duty. That podcast will be available April 18th. There is some cool stuff coming from A Sandwich and Some Lovin' that has to do with Dr. Duty.
Listen, I was very open about my struggles with infertility, and it is a very emotional subject for a lot of women and men who are, going through the heartbreak every month of I'm still not pregnant. And if you've been through it, it's been Emma Kelly's 12 now, but I remember going through it and just the devastation every month. It's almost like you suffer this blow every month, and it's just so depressing. You look around, it's like everybody's pregnant with me, and but me, and you feel broken as a woman. Well, Dr. Duty, I had tried everything under the sun, and I gave up. And then we tried one more time. I said, we're going to try one more time. I'm not going to try again. And that's when I found Dr. Duty. And because of Dr. Duty, I have Emma Kelly today. And he just got so much. He and his wife. It's a husband and wife team. And so we're going to be talking to both of them, actually, right?
Yeah. Kathleen, Dr. Kathleen Duty, and Dr.
Kevin Duty is the one that helped me. So I'm really excited about that. They've got so much information to share. So if you've been struggling with infertility, the next podcast you definitely don't want to miss. Yeah.
And keep an eye on Kelly's social media at Kelly Raspberry. My social media, I'm on Instagram at thealonzo1971. We're both on Facebook. We're both on the Twitter. So check us out there. And A Sandwich and Some Lovin' also has social media. We have Instagram at Sandwich and Some Lovin', at A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
This is a lot of information.
Twitter. Do you do Twitter?
No, I've dropped the ball on Twitter.
So you don't want to even mention Twitter?
I mean, I've dropped the ball. Y'all can go there if you want.
At Sandwich Lovin'.
Yeah.
And then it's also on Facebook. We're all over social media. Just go to kellyanallen.com. There's links for everything there.
Yeah, but no matter what, if you're not struggling with infertility, but you know someone who is, make sure they're listening to the next podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it will be. All right, babe. This has been a lot of fun at times. I noticed your upper lip was sweating. You were flushed and turning red.
I can't believe.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I can't believe some of the stuff we talk about sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, I can't believe I'm just sitting here talking about our sex life.
What?
I don't know.
We're human like everybody else. I am human and I need to be loved.
I hear this a lot too.
Just like everybody else does. Yeah.
Right around sexy time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do sing that around sexy time.
That's another one, yeah.
You make it sound like I have a bunch of really strange.
You've got bits. You've got routines.
Oh.
Well, it's like, stand-up comedians, they have the same jokes. They just tell them in front of different audiences. But the difference is I'm your only audience.
Yeah.
So I still hear the same routine.
They kind of, yeah.
I
kind of just package them differently.
Right. No, it's usually exactly the same.
Okay, babe.
It's fine though. It's part of our mating dance.
What are we?
It's our ritual.
Mating dance, like two birds.
Yeah.
What are we going to call this podcast? A sandwich and
I've got some ideas.
A sandwich and some slippery.
Sandwich and some lube.
Oh my God. All right. We're signing off with that. All right, babe. That was an ender.
Oh, gosh.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.
All right.
Set wheels off. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, compose.
Big Roberto Erman.
I'm doing the podcast title and description.
Ow.
If anybody has a suggestion for the podcast title, I'm happy to hear it.
Karen. Very lewd. Karen said a sandwich and some KY.
CVS brand.
It's not the brand we...
Off-brand lube. A sandwich and some off-brand lube.
Yeah,
store brand.
A sandwich and some store brand. A sandwich and some off-brand. A sandwich and some generic. A sandwich and some...
We'll see what they're saying. I'll go ahead and move on past that.
A sandwich and some...
I'll get back to it. Y'all discuss it amongst yourselves.
For those of you who listen to all this buffoonery, what would you call this podcast? A sandwich and some... A sandwich and some... Donna Dennis says a sandwich and some birthday. A sandwich and some birthday shenanigans. A sandwich and some ice baby.
Y'all decide and let me know.
A sandwich and some Billy Bobs. A sandwich and some... I don't know, Ben. A sandwich and some slippery when wet.
Just I'm thinking. So y'all decide. Y'all decide and vote and let me know.
Okay. Sandwich and some talking. A sandwich and some monsoon, Karen says. A sandwich and some... Well, the CVS clerk said, man, it's really slippery out there. Maybe a sandwich and some slippery? That's a good
Y'all
one.
decide.
Do that. A sandwich,
you get to decide with them.
A sandwich and some slippery.
I don't know how to... Don't read over my shoulder.
Babe.
I don't like that.
I don't know, guys. Copywriting is not my thing. It's not one of my greatest strengths. Hey, that's a good one. A sandwich and some birthday lovin'. Strong. Brooksy O. Strong.
Emma Kelly,
Emma Kelly's hovering. I think she needs something.
you've been hovering for 30 minutes. What you need, babe? Come on in. Hi. Did you forget the door was unlocked? Is that why you rang the doorbell?
You didn't tell me the door was
I
unlocked.
texted your dad and told him the door was going to be unlocked because we were doing the podcast.
He left his phone at home.
Oh.
Okay.
What do you need?
Nothing?
You've been hovering.
No, I haven't. I was in the kitchen.
Did you need something?
No.
You sure?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, it's private.
No.
Do you want to say hi to everybody? There's not that many. Just a handful.
How many?
54. She's been hovering.
Yes.
No,
Outside the door.
I haven't.
Don't
I was
trip.
in the kitchen.
Did you need something?
No. But my iPad, I was trying to charge my iPad since my phone doesn't work.
Is that what you're looking for?
No. I was
Oh, you have your new iPad, yeah.
Yeah, but the charger I use, it broke and the piece is stuck inside the thing where you put
The iPad or the phone?
the iPad. And so I'm never gonna be able to change my iPad again.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, the charger just broke when I tried taking it out.
It just now happened?
Well, it happened while you guys were doing the podcast. So I
Isn't that what happened to your phone?
no, the part of my phone fell out of the thing.
We're going to have to go to the Apple store, honey, and get them to look at it. I
What
don't
am I
know.
supposed to do with my life? There's nothing to do.
I'm sorry.
I have no devices.
Wow. Read a book.
Ew.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. We'll have to just go to the thing tomorrow and get it fixed. I don't understand how that broke off.
I don't either.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it right now, honey.
No, I know. Is this the podcast or Facebook Live?
We're done. No, this is YouTube now.
Oh, that's how I meant.
Okay. Go get ready for bed.
Why?
Because we're going to finish up too.
It's only 9:20.
Get a good night's sleep. You have your backpack? You live at your dad's.
I have it. So what am I supposed to do for alarm clock? How am I supposed
Is your
to
phone dead? Alan's going to have to wake you up in the morning then. Or you have to set an alarm clock. We'll figure it out in a minute. All right. I'll be up in a minute.
Issues.
I know. We can give her. Do you use your wind up alarm clock? We can let her use that for the morning.
No, I don't use it.
Okay, we can do that maybe.
Well, I don't wake her up.
Maybe that or have a clock radio.
That son of a gun. Dun 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 dun. All right, guys. Sandwich and some bacon. Good Lord. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. We have stuff all over the house still because California Closets came in, and I've got to get some of that stuff in the closet. The house looks like it threw up on itself. Hey, Alicia, wrapping up on day 4. How you doing so far? After 4 days, you're probably already down a couple of pounds at least. After that first 3 weeks, you'll be down a lot if you stick to it. Dun, dun, dun. All right, y'all. See you later. Good. Just take your supplements like you're supposed to. People ask me all the time, like, what did you do or what's the secret to it? For me, it was drinking way more water than you think you need to drink. Like whatever they recommend, I would drink more. And then always eat your snack in the afternoon. So you're not starving at night and then do something bad like, stuff your face. So just eat that snack, drink all the water you can, take the supplements, you'll be fine. And then follow their program for the food and you will drop weight. There's no way you can't. In my opinion. Okay, bye guys.